Good morning, world. It is 6:50 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to make a quick 30-minute video, and I'm going to shut this camera off. I'm going to shut this camera off, and I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to go to bed. Will I watch the video? I might watch the video after this, and after that, I'm going to go to bed and sleep. It's morning right now. I'm tired. And I'll wake up and I'll make a video when I wake up, and I'll go to the store and get my beer and smokes as usual, and I'll enjoy the video with you guys. And watch John Campia and like Rob Burnett and Overlord DVD, all those guys, Star Wars Theory, you know what I'm saying? Watch all those guys. Yeah, I'm happy now I got my check, so every day when I wake up I can get my beer and smokes after I make my video, and sometimes I'll get food here and there. I only get food a few times a month. Fast food a few times a month. Most of the time the main thing I spend my money on is beer and smokes. Whereas food I get like once in a while. I usually eat food at home. But I like having beer and smokes. It's nice. You have a nice beer. You have go outside. You have a smoke. It's nice, obviously. I'm gonna talk about Zanax for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna shut this camera off here. And I might watch the video afterwards, or I might go to bed and sleep. We'll see what happens. You hear the noise of eating food. Yeah, you guys have no idea, man, how crazy of a buzz you're looking after Zanus. Looking at crazy worldwide buzz. Something crazier than even Star Wars Celebration, guys. And Star Wars has crazy fans. Trust me, go watch clips on YouTube. Just type in Star Wars Celebration. You'll see what I mean. Yeah, you know how you have those crazy fans? Yeah, think of something crazier than that. For the buzz of my Zanus movie. Zanus will have crazy worldwide buzz. Like you've never experienced before. That's why those Zanus actors are lucky. And you guys are going to feel the price of being left behind. You're going to feel that price, man. Just like me being with VJ, I'm gonna trust me. Once I'm with VJ, I'm going to feel the once every time I'm intimate with her and I hold her, I hug her, I caress her, I kiss her, I'm gonna feel that price of the mess, man. Oh my god, all these men have these moments with VJ. They touch my wife. Yeah, I'm gonna feel the price of the mess. Obviously, right now I do my very best to stay happy and not think about it because I'm not with VJ. But once I'm with VJ, we have good moments together. I'm gonna finally feel the price of the mess with VJ. Obviously, horrific price. Yeah, especially once I hire the Hollywood actors, I'm gonna feel that. I'm gonna feel a bit like shit. Obviously, all these men fucked her, and having the keys does not help either. They can read my mind. That's why sometimes I wonder why God gave me the keys. Obviously, it's hell on earth, man. Yeah, you made me pay. And if you think for 1 second I'm going to save you when I'm king, you I don't think you're not going to be saved. Yeah, you made me rich, but you made me pay to be my wife, man. Had you made me rich and you did not make me pay to be my wife, I would have saved you. I would have saved you guys. You guys would have been safe forever, man. You would have experienced that fate, the buzz, me, VJ forever. All us in the public eye and use everything. You would have been saved. You chose to keep behind the scenes as you see hell, and now it's all behind the scenes. You're left behind. Guarantee, guys, I'm making a prediction. I believe I'm going. People are gonna call me. I'm gonna go touring for Zanus. You know, you have those Comic Cons and Star Wars Celebration, San Diego Comic Con, Star Wars Celebration. You have CinemaCon. You have D23. You have all these events, obviously. Well, think of something. Think of something like crazier than that, and it's worldwide. Looking at, like, I'm gonna go for my movies. It's a worldwide tour. Look something crazy, all over Europe, all over Canada, all over America. You know, what I'm saying South America, like Brazil, those countries too. Yeah, New Zealand, Australia, China, Japan, the Bahamas. Yeah, Mike had interviewed in the Bahamas too. Yeah, it looks something crazy, crazy worldwide fame for Zanus. Don't forget, Zanus is the most expensive movie ever made, and it's based off my fantasy novel that I wrote. And because everyone now read my book, they're all going to be so hyped for my movie. Obviously, oh my god, I can't wait to see this story told. You know what I'm saying, in motion picture. Yeah, you're looking at an amazing story. Aratat, the devil himself. Ephesus, the king bat of the mountains. Yeah, man. You're looking at crazy worldwide buzz, man. Something crazy. That's why you guys are like total shit. Because you're left behind. You're abandoned from the glory of God. You're not saved. You're not saved. You're left behind. That's what I'm saying. That's why you guys are going to shed tears. You're going to cry, man. Not everyone will cry, but some of you guys are going to shed tears. But you're all going to feel like shit, man, once you see the fame of me and VJ, King and Queen behind the scenes. And especially once I start Sky System, we're movie stars. Me and VJ are movie stars. You're looking at crazy, crazy fame for Zanus. Crazy fame for The Great Escape. If I do The Great Escape right, yeah. With Keanu Reeves on, look at crazy fame. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though my heart is with the Matrix trilogy, something tells me Warner Bros. Might not be interested in selling off the rights. We're not interested in selling off the rights because they probably have plans for the franchise. You know what I'm saying? If they're interested in selling off the rights, there's a high chance I will purchase the rights off the Matrix. The only con about the Matrix is that I have to do all these annoying talks, all these annoying paperwork. It's annoying. Whereas the Great Escape is my IP. It's my IP, but I don't have to do any of that. I just come up with an idea and I hire a good writing team to write my script. So I'll take my notes from VJ for the Grayscape, and I'll hire the best writers in Hollywood who wrote CIA kind of movies to have them be your writers, and my two script rebels will help them out with the screenplay. That's what's gonna work. So I'll have the chosen director, my two script rebels help out that one screenwriter to write the so the screenwriter will be the main writer for the Great Escape. For the Great Escape, I'm not touching the script. I'm not gonna write it. I'll just take my notes for my idea. I'll tell them my idea for the movie. We build the world, and then come up with all the names for all the characters and everything, and then you have your writers write the script for you. Someone who knows more about CIA than me to help to write that script, obviously. But he'll need help. That's why have the director and two scriptwriters help him out. So that way you get a good quality a Hollywood level script for The Great Escape. My guys, I don't want a shitty fucking script, man. I want it like top quality, like James Bond, John Wick. Make sure it's top quality on Hollywood level. That's why you gotta hire Hollywood people. You know what they're doing to help you write the script, obviously. Because after Zanus, I'm retiring as a writer. I'm not writing any of my movies after Zanus. I'm just gonna sit back and relax. They're Unique, I might write. Very Unique might be a script I might write, obviously, but after Zanus, I'm retiring as a writer. I'm not going to write any of my movies. I'll just hire professionals in the industry to write it for me, but I'll give them my ideas and be in the room with them to give them my ideas, obviously. Zanus is the only script I'm going to write because Zanus is my story. I wrote it. Hence why for Zanus, I want to co-write that. I want to write that. After that, I'm retiring as a writer. I'm just hire writers to write my movies for me, obviously. But yeah, man, Zanus will have crazy worldwide buzz, man. Araten, all them devils, man. Me, the Prince of the North. You have John Boyega, my cousin. DJ Monsoon, my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Angeline Bassett is playing the role of my mother, the Queen of Zanus. She's a Queen of Wakanda in Black Panther. She's gonna play the role. She's gonna be the Queen of Zanus in my movie. It's gonna be amazing, yeah. The actor who is in The Commuter, she'll play the role of my younger half sister. You're gonna see how close we are in the movie, how close she is with John Lake and DJ Monsoon. Yeah, she'll play the role of my half sister. Chances are I will choose that actor to play Lithius in my movie because I want Lithius to be half black, half white. She's mulatto, right? Yeah, sign that woman actor to a nice like $68,000. That's a good deal for her. She doesn't make that in Hollywood. She makes probably I don't know her $200K in Hollywood. She's a B-list actor. Pay her a good $6,000-$8,000. It's a good paycheck for her. Give her a nice $50,000 for the movies. It's a good deal for her. And you give her a $2,000 gift card. 3,500 gas, and that's all she gets. She doesn't get squaw the royalty. She doesn't get her 250K merch because she won't be featured on my posters. That's why she doesn't get squaw off that. But sign her to a nice $6,000-$8,000 deal. It's a good paycheck. You're gonna walk away with a couple $100,000 in the bank. Good paycheck. I don't know, $270,000 check in the bank after taxes with the rates. It's a nice paycheck for pretty major roles. It's a nice paycheck for her. Lasts her for a good 2-3 years. It's a good paycheck for that actor, obviously. Yeah, you're looking at crazy what I was saying, man. I mean, crazy. $1 billion budget movie, man. $1 billion budget movie, yeah, man. Something unheard of. $1 billion. I'll make it for $1,020,000,000. $1,020,000,000. That way, I can put $600 million towards the movie. I'll do $1,020,000,000 for the movie. Make it for $1,020,000,000. So $410 towards salaries. $10 million towards the documentary and $600 million towards the movie. That way I make it for that. That way I put $600 million towards the movie. I'll make it for $1,020,000,000. That's enough. I'm not going any higher than that. $1,020,000,000 will be the budget for the movie project. And then Peter's salary I'll pay out of my pocket. He's $85 million. Mel Gibson I'll pay him his salary out of my pocket. It's $56 million. You also have my 2 script developers bonuses. And that's why I'm going to go a bit over $1 billion for the movie. Obviously, I'm going to go about 1.1 billion around there towards the movie, around there, or about that range, which is nothing. I'll make my money back tenfold. You know what I'm saying? I'll make my money back tenfold. Obviously. So 410 paying my cast and crew and my 7 team. So my secretaries get their nice $1 million salary. Yearly salary for the 4 years. They get their $300,000 signing bonus, and they get their $150,000 post-filming bonus, and they get $5.5 million of the film profits, Sky Source film profits. The other 3 get the rich $500,000 signing bonus, and they get the rich $2 million yearly salary for the 4 years. Obviously, and they get $11 million of the profits. For my 7 team, I'll just give them the flat deal. For the secretaries, all of them, I'll give them a flat deal. Just give them a flat deal. The secretaries get $5.5 million. That way they that's a good paycheck for them. That's like $3.3 million after taxes. And the other guys, they get $11 million. They get double what the secretaries make. If you give the secretaries a piece of the royalties, they're going to work harder for you because they're now invested in your movie. And with that money, they can now buy the cars that you, VJ, and your two script developers own. If you make $1 million a year, you could afford a Ferrari, but it's a big cut on your budget. If you make $2 million a year, you can afford a Ferrari, but it's a big cut on your budget. That's what I'm saying. Whereas you give them $11 million of the profits or $5.5 million of the profits, they can now afford to get like $300,000, $250,000 like nice Ferraris, Lamborghinis, all that stuff. They can't afford to get jets and all stuff, but they can afford to get the high-end cars. Some saying, which they most likely will. Chances are the secretaries and the other guys, once they get their royalty check, they're gonna get like a nice. I'm gonna get a Ferrari, Ivan. Get a $300,000 Ferrari, Lamborghini. Yeah, they live a great life, obviously. So the 410's going towards paying my 7 team, the actors and the crewmen for my last Zanax movie project. And then $10 million is going towards the doc to pay my doc crew. Their $380,000 salary. Their bonuses, their $30,000 worth of bonuses for post filming and signing bonus, obviously. And pay for their living and pay for their feeding. So the doc crew, I'll give them like a $12,000 gift card for their feeding, for food. They're only going to need to be fed for 2 years. Whereas the 3rd year and 4th year, they're going to all be in Switzerland filming pre-production the 3rd year and production in the 4th year. Their feeding is all taken care of because they're all going to be their living's taken care of. They'll all be sleeping in trailers. Make sure you guys rent like 15 extra trailers for the doc crew the 3rd year and 4th year. They need a place to sleep, and their feeding's covered through the buffet. As the doc crew are only going to be fed for 2 years. Let's give them a good like $12,000. That's more than enough money for 2 years of feeding. The doc team are all going to be staying on location for maybe a good week, 2 weeks. You give them 12 grand, it's more than enough money for them to last for 2 years. And you pay for the hotel stay, but don't have them stay in suites. That way they don't drain your budget. You also have to rent the cameras for the documentary. I rent nice independent movie cameras. Nice $30,000 cameras I'm gonna rent for the doc crew to use for the documentary. Nice cameras. The special effects, the editing software for the editor, that's all paid through the $10 million budget. And I'll put $600 million towards the movie. I'll put a good I don't know, I could put 420 towards special effects, visual effects, special effects, obviously. And the leftover money in the budget, I'm gonna pour it all towards special effects. You're probably looking at a good like $460, $470 million towards special effects. Something crazy. Because guaranteed, I'm gonna have probably a good $35 million left over in the budget. And you also have the sections too. So you're probably looking at a good 460, even $70 million towards special effects. Something crazy. Because I'm now putting $1.02 billion towards the movie. $600 million all going towards the movie to fund the entire movie. You guys already know what I'm talking about. I mentioned this many times in my past videos. Sincere. I mentioned this many times in my past videos, obviously. $1 billion budget movie, $1.20 budget movie, something crazy. $1 billion, $20 million movie, yeah. And that's enough. I'm not putting any more than that. It's enough. It's more than enough. So $1.20 billion I'm gonna put towards Zanax. Again, amazing movie, yeah, man. Unheard of world building, better than Pandora. Unheard of actually was better than Helm's Deep. Like, guys, if you think the Star Wars sequels had amazing technology, the one thing that stands out in the Star Wars sequels, obviously, is the technology. It is fucking the cinematography in the Star Wars sequels is very beautiful, especially Last Jedi. That was beautiful cinematography, beautiful special effects. You know what I'm saying? When you compare it to the prequels and the originals, obviously, because the originals is a bit cheesy, obviously, because it's 70s and 80s. The prequels are better, obviously, but they're not as good as the sequels. The sequels have much better special effects. That's why I find the sequels more entertaining than the originals and the prequels, because they have better. Even though they're not great movies, they're fun movies to watch. The sequels, they're fun, entertaining, and it has higher entertainment value than the originals and the prequels, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie to you. I find the sequels, more entertaining and fun to watch than the originals and the prequels. Sincero. You have more of the spectacle. Now, it doesn't mean the originals and prequels are worse. No, like, at the end of the day, it comes down to your story. If you have a better story, you have a better movie. Honestly. The originals is better than I like more than the sequels and prequels in terms of story and quality. But in terms of entertainment, I don't like it as much as the prequels and the sequels. I find the sequels more entertaining to watch than the prequels and the originals, because in terms of entertainment value, obviously, as story-wise, it's a mess. It was terrible. It wasn't great. Force Awakens was pretty good. I enjoyed it pretty well. But Last Jedi was not that great, and then Rise of Skywalker was a bloated mess. It was terrible. The story-wise, it was a terrible movie. Sincere? Yeah. Yeah, we used to fund so the $600 million is going towards funding the movie project. And I'll be filming Zanax in Switzerland. Hence once I hire Peter Jackson, if I hire him, obviously, like towards what? A couple months into the first year, we're gonna do land scouting in Switzerland. I'm gonna tell Peter, what country do you think is the best place to film Zanax? I'm like, I looked at all the drone footages on YouTube. I think Switzerland's the best place to film. Let's film in Switzerland, and we film in Switzerland. Okay, Peter, you're gonna come with me. You'll come with me and my two script developers. I don't know, John Favreau, Filoni, I hire them, or Peter Rice, James Gunn. You're gonna come with us, and Guillermo del Toro will come with us. We're gonna do land scouting in Switzerland. I'm gonna bring one of my photographers with me, and he's responsible for taking all the pictures in that country. That way we can look at all the pictures. What are the best locations for building all the sets and all that stuff? We're gonna go land scouting. I'll go land scouting for a couple days, a good 5 days in Switzerland. I'll fly back home to Vancouver, and I'll pay for Peter, Guillermo Toro, and all their hotels. I'll pay for all the hotels. Obviously, I can have them stay in suites. I can easily afford it, but cheaper suites like $800 night suites, I can easily afford it. I can easily afford it. Obviously, I can easily afford it. I'm also gonna have to hire a helicopter pilot. A helicopter pilot to what? To take us, to fly us to all these different locations in Switzerland to scout land. We're gonna have to do land scouting. Okay, Peter, how many acres of land do you want to rent? Oh, I haven't rent a good 200 acres. Yeah, we rent a big property of land. We rent a good 200 acres for the whole movie to build all the sets, build the roads, all that stuff for accessibility for the vehicles. Yeah, you gotta build roads. You have to do that for Lord of the Rings. You gotta do, if you're filming the wilderness, you gotta build roads, man. You need vehicles, accessibility for the vehicles, right? Yeah, all costs us money, but it's easy affordable, obviously. It's easy affordable, obviously. And paying for Peter and Guillermo Toro, my two suites, I can pay through the budget. I can pay it. I'll bring my business card with me and I'll pay through the budget. It's easily affordable. It won't affect the budget at all. If I stay there for 5 days, I'm only gonna rent what, maybe like 3 rooms. It's gonna cost me maybe what, $1,000 in suites, 5 days. It'll cost me maybe a good maybe for all of us. It'll cost maybe a good 40 grand in cost, 35, 40 grand in cost for the hotel. 35 grand in costs, pocket change. And I'll pay for Peter and Guillermo Toro, my two girls, for their feeding. And the photographer, I'll pay for their feeding. Their feeding, I'll pay through the budget too. So I'll bring my business card with me. I'll have John Favreau have my business card, and he's responsible for booking all the hotel rooms for me, Peter, and all them. You can book suites if you want, but don't book like 2, 3, 4,000 suites. Don't book cheaper ones. You can stay at a luxury hotel, but like let's book a cheaper room, a $900 like a night suite or something like that, something cheaper. That way it doesn't affect the budget. And I'll pay for Peter and all the John Farrell and all of them their feeding. Find a buffet restaurant in Switzerland. We go to the buffet restaurant for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the 4 or 5 days we're staying in Switzerland when we scout land. That's what I'm saying. That's paid through the budget. It's easily affordable. It's pocket change. And I can put money into limo services for us. To take a limo service can take us every day from the hotel to the what? To the restaurant for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. Obviously, if we hang out at the bar and get drunk a few times, the first round's on me. I'm not okay, guys. Whenever we go to the bar and we drink alcohol and all stuff, you're paying with your own money. I'm not paying with my business card. I'm not gonna spoil them completely. I'm already paying for your luxury suite hotel. I'm already paying for your food. If you want to, I don't mind. Like first rounds on me. I'll pay with my own money. Everything after that, you're paying with your own money. I'm not gonna pay for your fucking alcohol. You can easily afford it. I paid you guys your bonuses. You can pay for your own alcohol easily. That's a good deal, Ivan. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for your fucking alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind paying first round, but after that, you gotta pay with your own money, Peter, and all. If you want to get drunk at the bar or something like that, the chances are I will get drunk a few times with them. When we go to Switzerland, we're gonna go to a bar and we get drunk together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. So Peter will help me co-write the script for Zanax, do the concept arts, take his notes, help me sign the contracts, like the stars the second year, obviously. And I also want him helping me with the main things. The hotel party, the red carpet, the hotel party at the Virgin Rock Hotel, luxury hotel, obviously. The IMS cameras, the crew for the cameras. The costumes, armor, and weapons, and machines for creating the mask. The CGI technology. Right? So everything to do with special effects, we're going to have to make the call for all that stuff. All the best stuff in Hollywood we can rent for the special effects team to work with. We have to rent all that stuff. It'll help me with the food. We're going to have to call what? We're going to have to call the what? The best farms in Switzerland. We're going to have to buy all the food for the buffet. And we're going to have to rent the kitchen equipment where the chefs are going to make the food, cook the food for the cast and crew. Some there. And that's it. I'm not going to have Peter make the call for anything else. Everything else, my team will take care of. His wife, Barry Osmond, Guillermo Toro, and my team are going to take care of everything else. Obviously, and it'll help me sign the contracts the first year. What a workshop, the costume designers, the people who are going to create the mask designers, right? The mask designers, costume designers, weather workshop, and the people overseeing the actors. I'm going to fly those guys in the first year. The trainer, nutritionist will fly those guys in the first year. We have to sign all these guys. The Zanax movie project. There. Yeah. And Peter, I'll sign him to a $500 million deal. It's a good deal for Peter. $500 million deal. And then Mel like $230 million deal around there for Mel Gibson. $85 million base for Peter, $450 million of the profits or 0.6% of the profits. $175 million for Mel, $56 million in base salary, or 0.4% of the profits from Mel Gibson. That's a good deal for both those guys. If Peter is greedy and wants more money, I'm like, Peter, I'm not paying you more money. You're being greedy. This is good enough. You don't even make this in Hollywood. It's a good deal. You're just being greedy and you're thinking about the bigger picture. If you think about the $40 billion movies you're going to make, you're going to feel like shit. Stop thinking about that and just know that I gave you a good deal. You're just being greedy. I'm not going to sign you to an $800 million deal. You're taking more than 1%, which I'm only willing to give. I'm only willing to give about 1% of my money away to the actors, my 17 and all of them. And so I'm not going to let Peter take the whole money for himself, obviously, because he's greedy, obviously. You see what I'm saying? But somebody live, it's a good deal. This is like more than double what I made for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, you only made $250 million for Lord of the Rings, Peter, which is like what $250 million is like what $270 million New Zealand money. This is like almost double what he made for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, man, more than double what he made for Lord of the Rings. I gave him a good deal. I'm paying him a higher base than what he made for Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. And I'm paying him a higher royalty amount than what he even made for Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, he only made $250 million. And I'm giving him $450 million on double what he made for Lord of the Rings. Yeah, with his $85 million base, yeah, it's a good deal for Peter. $85 million is a rich contract for a fucking director for a base salary, man. It's a lot of money, which is like $5 million New Zealand money. Peter signed a $100 million deal for his base. A lot of money. That's more than what 99.9% of all the celebrities are worth in Hollywood. As Peter's contract will create a shockwave in Hollywood, because most directors in Hollywood don't make that kind of money. They don't make that kind of money in Hollywood. Yeah, that's why I gave Peter a good deal. That's why I work really hard for me. And because I gave him out of the budget, Peter doesn't have to worry about running out of money. Yes, Peter will not have to worry about what? About not having enough money to pay the actors a lot of money. As I guarantee you, for Lord of the Rings, he felt bad. Sorry, Elijah Wood, I gotta pay you straight $2,000. New Line only gave me an $9 million budget. I can't afford to pay your millions, Elijah Wood. You know what I'm saying? Because the budget, $90 million budget is a shitty budget, obviously. Whereas me, because I put $410 towards stars, I can pay all my stars a rich millions. That's why they're gonna work harder for Peter. They're gonna work really, really hard for Peter. Yeah. So I'm saying, they're gonna work really, really hard for Peter. Yeah, man. They're gonna work really, really hard for Peter Jackson. Yeah, man. They're gonna work really, really hard for Peter Jackson. Yeah. You don't have to worry about your lighting guys, your sound guys quitting on you, Peter, because the crewmen are all taken care of. They made their nice $20,000. And those Lord of the Rings crewmen are going to work harder for Peter than what they even did for New Line for Lord of the Rings. Because I pay them more money. Money talks. The more you pay them, the harder these guys work. I know what I'm doing. That's why Zane's will have crazy worldwide buzz. I mean, crazy, yeah, man. Crazy worldwide buzz. Crazy worldwide buzz for Zane's, man. Something crazy. It's going to change cinema, man. Just like Star Wars changed cinema about 45 years ago. It came out 45 years ago, right? In 77. Yeah, you think of something even crazier than that. Zane's will change cinema. You're looking at walking devils and demons like that are so scary that you guys are going to feel for me and the men, me and my actors. You might even cry. You might even shed tears. I remember when I saw Lord of the Rings. I never forget this day, man. I remember when I saw Lord of the Rings back in 2003 when I was like 12 years old. Yeah, I was 11 years old or was I 12? When I saw Lord of the Rings, I was 11 years old when I saw it on theaters. was in grade 6 at the time. I remember that. I remember I saw it on theaters in 2003 towards Christmas time. Was it Christmas time or was it early 2004? I don't remember. I saw it around, I think it was either early 2004 I saw it or it was late 2003 around Christmas time. I don't remember. I think it was, I saw it like a couple weeks after it came out in theaters. Return of the King. I don't remember. I was either 11 or 12. I remember I saw it on theaters. I remember when that scene when when Frodo and Sam are in the are in Mount Doom. You get that sad song. You know what I'm saying? Sam's like, I can carry you. You know what I'm saying? I remember I almost cried. I almost shed tears, man. I was sad. And the scene when when Aragorn's like, you bow to no one. I almost shed tears because you think about the journey that all these, oh my god, like all these guys are all bowing to these four hobbits. Look at what these hobbits went through. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it reminded me of that scene when Galadriel told Frodo that even the smallest creatures can change the course of the future. When she said that, something like that, right? In Fellowship of the Ring. And I almost shed tears, man. Oh my god, this is sad, yeah. The ending too, when Frodo leaves to the Undying Lands with Gandalf and all them, I almost cried too. You got that music in the end? Yeah, man, I almost cried tears. If that can get to me, well, imagine Eretad and them all devils and beings, and you see me, this innocent prince, and my actors. You know what I'm saying we're all, you know, what I'm saying you got this demonic like 20,000 army marching towards Zanus. The civilians are all crying. Yeah, you guys are gonna feel for me in the man. That's been crazy. That's why Zanus are crazy white buzz. Finally, before I shut this camera off here, when you see that, I'm gonna tell the editors, make sure you put. I want you showing the 20,000 demonic like wolf army approaching Zanus in the trailer, in the Volume 3 trailer. That way the world's excited for the movie. The Bill's more buzz and the world's excited for that movie. Yeah, Zanus will have crazy world by buzz. Yeah, man. John Camper, Rob May Burnett, and Neil Tools are all gonna be drooling over my fucking movie, man. Did you see that trailer for the doc and movie? Oh my god, did you see the posters? I'm so hyped to get this poster. Yeah. You see the posters, the merch, you know what I'm saying? You're excited to buy the merch, you're excited to see the doc, you're excited to see the movie. Yeah, man, it's been crazy. Crazy worldwide buzz, man. Yeah, man, it's been crazy, man. Zans will have crazy worldwide buzz. Yeah, man. Crazy worldwide buzz like we've never experienced before. It will blow Avengers and Star Wars buzz out of the water, man. Something crazy. Something fucking crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Anyways, if this video, I'm going to shut this camera off, and then when I wake up today, guys, I'll make another video, and I'll go to the store, get my beer and smoke. I'll enjoy the video with you guys again later on today. So, Ivan Amara, I'm signing out. Peace.